Hello and welcome back to Minecraft, finally. This is Block episode 27, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different for you guys. I am going to give you a tour of my most developed world, I guess you could call it. And it may not look like it, but this is all legit except for one giant thing right there. That is the only thing I made in creative mode. It's my tribute to Michigan State Spartans. Yep. Alright, so this is actually I think it's a 1.4, 1.5 world. So I've been playing on this one for a long time. My first spawn was over in this general area right over here, kind of where the house is. And I didn't actually build this house till later on. I started actually over there, where these lamps are. I guess they're kind of like lamps. This was my home for a very long time, right in here. And I spent a lot of time in here. I did a lot of mining. I did a lot of getting lost. Did a lot of dying. It was still kind of getting used to the game at first. This actually wasn't even my first world that I created, but the first world I created, I don't think I even have it anymore. So let's go ahead and I'll just show you some things. First, I'm going to show you my original house. Made this pretty soon after I loaded up the world, and then just kind of expanded it and put the farm in here because it was like the only way for me to really get food at the time. Speaking of food, need to eat a little bit. Alright, and then I just kind of started mining randomly and just went off in different directions. Wasn't real used to slime. Okay, wasn't really used to mining all that much yet, so I just kind of made random caves off in different directions. And then I started going down this way. First I went down that way, but that just leads to nothing, I don't think. Oh, wait a second. Oh, hi there. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I haven't been on this world in a really long time. And this is my, one of my mines that I made. I say one of them because I have a couple of them. But first I went off in this direction. And the reason I have these doors here is because right outside is a ravine. This is right after ravines popped in, so I was very excited to find one of these right underneath my house. And oh shoot, where did that come from? Oh, wanna play? That's right. I've been playing on this world longer than you've been alive, stupid skeleton. Alright, but yeah. Come here. So that area way over there, I'll go down to it in a second. That gave me a lot of problems because when it was really dark, mobs just kept spawning in over and over and over again, and it was really bad. I ended up making this base over here to kind of keep my sanity a little bit, and I ended up saving up some food and stuff in there. Since I started making my other mines, I didn't really use this one as much anymore. So this is kind of just more of a remnant of my old, of just how I used to do things. How did I get over there again? I forgot. Oh yeah, I made a pathway up over the lava. I forgot about that. Yeah, I have not played on this in a very long time, so I may end up getting lost. I don't want to go that way. Zombie? Yeah, I don't remember a whole bunch of this because even recently I haven't been in this mine. I've been using other mines because recently I found there you are, you silly little creeper. But I found a mine an abandoned mine shaft in a totally different area. So I've been using that to get a lot of materials recently. Even though I haven't actually played on this world in, let's say, about 6-7 months, and probably not played it a lot in about a year. And just come up here, and this takes me right back out here. So if you're wondering what that hole was, it leads back down to the ravine. I ended up making this later because I found it was easier and I could travel between the two areas underground. So made things a lot easier to have a little like underground thing. This right here is I was falsely informed on the Minecraft wiki that if you placed roses or you placed flowers down like this, they would start growing more flowers, and so I just kind of left it. Yeah. I don't really know why I believed it, since it's a wiki page, but I thought, hey, I need more red roses so I can get more red dye. Let's try this. And as you can see, it hasn't done anything. So yeah, that was a bit dumb on my part. Why is the water making all this much noise? Oh, that's why. Okay. Alright, well, let's go and see. This house was probably the very first house, like, legitimate house I've ever built, with like a slanted roof and an actual attic. And this has been the template for basically all of my houses ever since then. Like, I got my fireplace there, and then the stuff in my first carpet. Let's see what's in here. Dirt. Lots of dirt. I actually, because when I first made this area up here, I was like, oh, this is cool. I could totally use this for something. So I just put bunches of chests in it, started labeling them. Got redstone, diamonds, and all this stuff in here. And so my attic became my storage room. And then I needed a bunch of furnaces, so I made a furnace room. The reason I have the torches there instead of furnaces, I don't even know if that's whatever. But the reason I had torches there is because I didn't feel like putting extra furnaces. Furni? I don't even know how to pronounce it correctly, whatever. I didn't want to place an extra 2 because I didn't really need it at the time. It's getting dark. Let's see, can I sleep? Yep. Alright, so we'll sleep and I'll move on to the farms. Now these farms, I think the first one I made is not actually this one here. This was my first really big wheat farm that I had ever made, and it's probably one of my biggest. It's not actually my biggest. I have made one that is much larger, but I don't know if I even have the world file for it, if there was a server on a server that I made. But this is probably, it's one of my biggest. I probably have to say it's my second largest that I've ever made. But I made that, and that's kept me running for a very long time. But I'm pretty sure I built this beforehand. Can't really see much of it. It's just three rows of just straight sugarcane. I'm pretty sure I made that first, even though I don't remember exactly why I needed it. I think I was using it for paper to make books. Over here is my trash can, my lava trash can. Designs taken from different YouTubers, including Chimney Swift, because a lot of the designs I used in here, like these lamps in here, I used from Chim's videos. I took a lot of inspiration from him and a couple other Minecraft YouTubers. Now this here has a strange and annoying story. Let's just go up and I'll show you around a little bit. And this kind of it's got a fairly good view of everything, but originally this is not the first place I wanted to have this lookout tower. Let's see if I can't get down carefully. There we go. Originally, the lookout tower was there, but I had some major problems, and I had a major creeper infestation, apparently. Because as I started building it, about 5 creepers decided that they wanted to crash my party and just started dropping on me. So after that, I'm like, alright, I'm done with this. I'm going and moving it to a different area. So I put it over here, and I built it. And I was gonna put a roof on it. I had I had the fences up on the sides to hold the roof, but I never actually got to finish the roof because I don't know. I just got bored of it. It just doesn't look. I don't know. It doesn't look good to me, in my opinion. So I just stopped working on it, and I really haven't done much with it since, except take the things off, the fences. And this is also my treehouse. My treehouse, see, I'm not a very good treehouse builder, so it's just kind of like a random hodgepodge of nothing, basically. So it's not really much of anything to really look at. I mean, I got a little bit of a floor, got windows out and open. It's not really much of anything, and it kind of looks okay from the outside, but the inside is just kind of empty and blah. I don't really like it. Now, originally I made this this pathway kind of just stretching out because I have another house way off that way. So I made the pathway leading to that house. This over here, I ended up adding the pathway up to here as I was working on this. And yes, this is all made completely legit. This was probably my second most annoying build that I've done on this world. No, I take it back. My third most annoying. Second most is way back, and then my first, you can barely see it over the tops of the trees, right over there. That is a castle. Yeah, we'll get to that later. But this is my church. I kind of wanted to make this a crescent moon because I don't know, I just did. But yeah, with getting all of the stone to make all the stone brick, that was probably the most annoying thing. And then I used slabs. The wood was actually the easiest part. But I used the light blue wool for the moon. I'm not exactly sure what who the church is for. I just kind of built it. Back here, though, is a patio area with a couple of grills. These grills are also taken from a Chim video that he got from somebody else. I can't remember who the original design was. But whoever it is, you are awesome for teaching Chim, for teaching me. So yeah. Originally I wanted to make this kind of like a restaurant patio type thing, but it ended up just kind of being a ocean overhang that I didn't do anything with. And eventually, if I ever feel like it, I might come back on this road and work on it again, but I really haven't done anything drastic to it in a very long time. And I mean a very long time, as in a very long time. At least six months, maybe even longer than that. This I ended up making kind of spur of the moment because I was like, you know what? This is a giant area right in front of this base over here. So let's just put a something in there. So I went ahead and put in a fountain. And it's not the prettiest thing, and it doesn't really look all that correct, but I did what I could with it at the time, and I liked it. I still like it, actually. It's not too bad. It could be worse. This is one of my several bases that I've created, because when I first started exploring, I went around and made these little bases. They would have chests, furnaces, and crafting table, and then they'll have a little farm so that I'd be able to, you know, make at least a little bit of bread while I was running around. I also put a bed in here. I don't know why I didn't really put a window in there. Maybe because I didn't really need it. But I mean, I guess I don't really need it. I mean, there's not really any way you can really get up to it. Yeah, it's kind of difficult. And you can't really look out of it exactly like that. This is another one over here. I think this is one of the empty ones, though. Yeah, this is just an empty one. Well, doesn't have a farm. I don't think I had enough room in there for a farm. And over here is my second house. We'll get to that. We'll get to that over there in a second. This is my second house. This is kind of like my my wool and animal farmhouse, because I have all of my sheep over here, chickens, pigs, cows, and all of my super colored sheep, which have somehow escaped. I don't know. I don't know why that is, but I'll have to worry about that later. But this area was actually not as big as it was. I actually ended up having to make this area out here for these sheep. And these sheep were actually meant for some stuff that were put up there in the castle, if I can remember correctly. Or not. I don't remember exactly. Maybe they were used for something else. I can't remember. But this is my second house, my farming house. The other house is like my living house. This is my like animal farmhouse. It's just small, not much a whole lot in it. It's the first one I put a bedroom in though. Like a full automated, or not automated, but like full bedroom where it was just the bed and then random stuff. And gray, I think that's gray wool, either gray or black. And come up here, and this is the attic, which has only one chest for all that stuff, and then a bunch of furnaces. So yeah, I just used this house. I didn't use this house as much as my other one because it was just there for when I was farming my animals. And I'll just continue the walkway around. Over here is the boathouse. I thought I put signs up everywhere. I guess not. But this is the boathouse. Yeah, as you can see, it's really open, and I got not a lot, but a few boats in here. So if I ever needed to, I could just go out, explore a little bit into the wide open ocean. I think that's how I ended up finding a snow biome too. Because remember, in this, I created this world before they had jungles and snow biomes. So I remember I spent a very, very, very long time looking for a snow biome because I wanted to get the spruce wood, and it was very hard to come by. That right there, that's got an interesting story to it too. That is my monument to getting lost, because on one of the nights, actually, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to go ahead and put this on, oops, peaceful, just because I don't feel like dying on a tour. But this right here was a one of the nights I was exploring, trying to find a desert biome because I needed the sand for the glass. I got really, really lost, and it was before I ended up making the Michigan State Spartan Head monument. But I got really, really lost. So what I ended up doing is that platform there with the grass on it was already there when I got here, floating there. So I just kind of made pillared my way up to that, and then I pillared my way up a little bit more. So I was standing up on top of there in the middle of the night with little food and mobs everywhere. The good news is they couldn't get to me up there, even, and the skeletons didn't even shoot me up there, which I was very, very happy about because I didn't really want to lose everything. So I ended up kind of moving out this way, which I didn't realize was actually leading me closer to my house. So I ended up going off that way a little bit, and then I stopped and went back, and then I just kind of walked back and forth for a little while until the morning came, and then I went over here, and then I got down, and then I left. But it did help me to find a pathway to the desert, which this is a very long and confusing pathway that I made, and I think over there is actually another one of my little bases, which I believe also does not have a farm. I think this is just, I don't even know if this one has a bed. Some of them I didn't actually finish, I just kind of built them to keep myself protected, Let's go see what's in this one. This one, yeah, this one is completely empty except for a crafting table. Okay. So some of them are full, some of them are not. So let's go see the castle now. This is probably going to be a couple episode tour, because after the castle there's still a little bit more to explore. Actually, I think I'm going to just end when I get up to the castle. I'm not actually going to show you the castle. That'll be for the next episode. So, also, with this world, I actually ended up putting this onto my own personal server for a little while, and Bane and I kind of messed around. I ended up blowing up some of the areas with TNT because I felt like it. Because I was like, you know what? I'm bored. Let's blow up my world. And one of the things that I did, on the server at least, was I ended up finishing this pathway and leading it up to the castle. And this castle is one of my, at least on this world, it is my #1 most difficult build, because of how long it took and all the materials it took to make it. But I'm going to end the episode here in front of Castle del Terminator. I don't really have a name for it, I guess. And then in the next episode, I will give you a tour of the castle, and I will give you a tour of the rest of my world. Oh, one more thing. Way over there, my nether portal, I don't even remember what the nether looks like in this world. That I might have to go in on the next episode too. Depends on if I feel like it or not. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Alright, peace out.